What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Outside Line Media Podcast, and we are here talking about the All-Star Race for NASCAR, and then give you guys a little taste of our predictions for the Coke 600 this coming weekend. All-Star Race, Christopher Bell, of course, won it. Got that nice $1 million check. Ryan is extremely happy over there in his Christopher Bell shirt.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. It was a good race. I thought the racing was pretty good. The Fox glazing was crazy. I do have to say that. They act like they watched the greatest short track race in history. Let's settle down. It's a really good race. Racing was good. I think maybe in a year or two, let the track cook a little bit more. Maybe we bring back Cup. We'll see.
Maybe
But
do a day race. Let that track really heat up.
definitely a day race. Definitely a day race for them to do it. But really good. Race overall, real quick, we'll just rip the top five, and then we'll get into some thoughts we had about the race. We watched this in the car on the way back from Indy 500 qualifying.
Which,
Christopher Bell first.
if you're just a NASCAR fan, check out our Indy 500 qualifying videos from this week, including the now multiple Penske cheating scandal videos that have been released.
Yep. There more to come. More to come. Developing story as we speak. Christopher Bell with the win, Joey Logano second, and Ross Chastain third. And then closing out the top five, we got Alex Bowman and Chase Elliott. Really impressed with Ross Chastain there.
I feel like Ross, this whole season has kind of just been he'll chill in the back during the race, and then all of a sudden he's on the podium.
Yeah, he just chills. He stays in the lane, lets people battle, and passes them. Joey Logano dominated most of this race. Got up front and
just, I got really nervous watching this race.
Yeah, it seemed like nothing was going to happen. And then, convenient for Kyle Larson, as soon as he hits the wall, they decide, all right, time for the promoter's caution. There probably maybe would have been a normal caution.
They would.
I don't know if there's 3. But the promoter's caution, they wanted to do the promoter's caution.
Well, it was a normal caution, dude. There was debris on the track.
No, okay, we'll get to that in a second. But it was a promoter's caution. They obviously wanted to use promoter's caution. They had fireworks and stuff, big thing. There was a yellow flag dropped onto the track by our resident person who drops things. I just saw a video compilation of Waltrip dropping stuff.
Good old Michael Waltrip.
Yeah, so it was very funny. I didn't like how they had him on a camera for like 20 freaking laps.
Yeah.
Whatever, but
I hate the idea of a promoter's caution anyways.
I do hate the gimmick. I do hate gimmicks. Apparently me and Joey Logano agree on one thing, even though he doesn't actually agree on that.
Bro, hold on. I forgot about the Joey Logano gimmick comments.
Oh, we'll get into it. We'll get into it. Settle the fuck down for a second here, buddy. All right? We're getting there because I got something cooked up, right? But I don't like promoter's cautions. I'm with you. It's a gimmick. It's stupid. But for the All-Star race, I really don't care. It's a non-points paying race. Whatever. It stinks. I wouldn't like it. I'd rather it not be.
We'd rather have error modifications on the car. Maybe take some JB Weld and smooth out some seams. Something like that.
Something. Figure it out. But that took me a second. Overall, I did enjoy the All-Star race. Obviously, Christopher Bell won. Kyle Larson, big charge through the field, was looking like he get a decent result, and then did the classic Kyle Larson thing of, let me just hit the wall real quick. Let me just hit the wall and ruin my race. So He hit the wall, ruined his race. Right when the promoter's caution came out.
Which, speaking of
21st.
Speaking of Kyle Larson, did you see the promo that he recently did for the double? Where it was Kyle interviewing Kyle?
I did not see that.
It's IndyCar Kyle interviewing NASCAR Kyle with a cameo at the end of Dirt Track Kyle.
I'll have to check that out. That sounds pretty funny.
I was so confused for a second because I thought I heard Kyle interviews Kyle. I'm like, oh, they've got Kyle Kirkwood interviewing Kyle Larson. No. I was a little disappointed, I'm not gonna lie.
But that's so fair. But tough for people. Brad Keselowski started on pole, looked like he was really good.
He just kind of fell.
Faded, got past, faded.
Yeah. Classic RFK.
Yep. Just faded. Class kept talking about it. Overall, I mean, obviously we didn't get a full great look at this race, but the main thing. Well, actually, first let's go back and let's see how our predictions did. I got one prediction right, which was Seabell winning, so I get 1.5 points. That's all I got.
I got one prediction right, and that was it was looking like a 0-point race for me until Kyle Larson smacked that wall. Just gut feeling, thought he was going to miss the apex, and he did. Literally, he missed the apex.
Yeah. So let's get into the main thing I want to talk about, and I want to start this whole thing with the preface of I understand that you shove a microphone in the face of a race car driver right after he steps out of a race car after losing a race. He's going to say some wild things, but this activated me in a way that I cannot speak of.
He also did later, sprint these comments back, probably after, realizing
a PR guy probably put a gun to Joey Logano's head, which was so real. Joey Logano got a gun put to his head. They said, Penske cannot look bad right now. All right, we're already having issues. Fix it, okay? But the fact that he has this mindset is just the reason people do not like Joey Logano. Okay, so what he said, let me pull up the exact statements. So he walked out, and he said, "I'm glad you had a blast. I'm pissed off right now. Just dang it. We had the fastest car." I'm not giving him his fucking sponsorship name. You get it. I'm trying to choose my words correctly on the caution situation. Obviously, I got bit by it, so I am the one frustrated, obviously. He could have pitted. That's all I'm saying. Christopher Bell was right behind you when he pitted, and he got back up there. So you could have pitted. You had every belief. I think that's more maybe anger at the team for not going and getting tires, because Seabell got tires and drove around him. He said, "Gosh, I don't know. I felt like the fallout wasn't too bad as someone went down. Yeah, 6 cars or so stayed out. Thought maybe you could hold him off," talking about Seabell. But the 20 had a good enough restart, cleared too many that fast. I couldn't get away in time. It took me 6-7 laps to get my car rolling again. I did all I could to hold him off, and he got under me and released the brake and gave me no option. Kind of just ran me up into the wall. First of all, let me tell you, if we want to talk about running people into a wall, Joey Logano was making that move all night long. Oh, did it to Seabell at one point. Second of all, Seabell tried to pass him legitimately one time, and he ran him up and down the track. Third of all, he didn't run him to the fucking wall. He raced him clean. He drove by him on faster fucking tires. You're not holding him back, Joey Logano.
Between Joey Logano and the wall.
Left fucking space. He drove you up like you make a pass on a fucking track. Believe it or not, Joey Logano, when you're racing, the goal is to get past people. Do you understand this, you fucking imbecile? Like, I don't get it. He spins people. He's going to look at a camera and say he got ran into the fucking wall? No! You fucking pussy. You did not get ran into the wall.
I've been waiting for this rant all week.
And then he's just mad he led so many laps. They made a bad strategy call and they lost the fucking race. That's all it is. And he's mad about the gimmick. He said he hates gimmicks, which is hilarious because his career is built on gimmicks.
Yeah, so, all right, let's talk about gimmicks for a second. The NASCAR playoff system. Whole season doesn't matter until the last race. Brother, you were 15th in points going into the playoffs last 15th. You aren't even making the playoffs in any other series. But no, you won a race, so you get to go to the playoffs. And, only one race matters, and I'm a fucking Phoenix merchant. Jesus fucking Christ, Joey Logano. Learn how to think.
He literally said, "I'm all about no gimmicks with the caution." He chuckled as he said it, but the frustration on his eyes is clear. I'm all about that.
How many stage wins does Joey Logano have this year?
He said, "Me and Marcus Smith aren't seeing eye to eye right now. I've got to have a word with him." So bro's got to go cry home. I mean, go cry to Marcus Smith, I guess, you fucking bitch. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. He's insufferable. He wants to act innocent. Act like he's this, I just like racing. And then but then the moment he gets in a car, he shows the real character. I would respect Joey Logano more if he acted how he fucking drove. That's all I want from him.
Yeah, like a Kyle Busch. Like your favorite driver, Kyle Busch.
I do not my favorite driver. I still wouldn't like Joey Logano, But I respect him more because at least he's being fucking for real. Because you're not being for real. You're lying to people with your eyes. You're acting like you're a clean driver. You're acting like you're Carl Edwards and you're not. Okay?
You know what
you're not him.
you know what I hate about Joey Logano the most? The fucking giggling and laughing during interviews and press conferences.
He just
I
laughs
cannot stand it.
He just laughs constantly. He laughs constantly like he's saying something funny. I mean,
The only thing funny is how your face looks, Joey Logano.
No, we don't need to go that low. There's easier things to make fun of him about. Like how he acts 24/7. He has to
Just him as a person.
He has to go cry to Marcus Smith because a promoter's caution that we've known about for months happened. That you knew was going to happen. You lost.
That you
your
probably
right
should have known
bitch.
the minute Kyle Larson smacked the wall, the promoter's caution was going to get thrown.
You lost your right to bitch the moment the race started because you could have bitched before. That's fine, but you can't bitch after. You were waiting to see if it helped you. It didn't help you, so you're going to bitch about it. It's that simple.
Would have been the greatest thing ever if it had helped him.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have heard a peep out of him about it. Yeah, you know, Sadie's dad won $1 million. It's that simple.
Sadie's dad beat your favorite driver.
That's all it is. Sadie's dad will always. Seabell won the race. That just pissed me off, Village Logano. I know he walked back his comments, and I know people get activated, but they're trained. They know better. He needs to know better than to get out of the car.
I mean, Joey Logano got activated like Java House at an IndyCar race.
Incredible. I can't. But yeah, that's.
But we've got a better race this weekend. We have an actual points paying race. We got the Coke 600, boys, and it's on Prime.
We're free of Fox. The fans are happy.
We're free of Clint Boyer. I don't know how you feel about Clint Boyer, but I am not a fan of Clint Boyer.
I don't hate him. So real quick, let's touch on this Prime thing. I have a list up here of a couple of the things that Prime is doing, and I'll just say the two of my favorites. Number one, 0 full screen commercials during the race.
During green flag. Commercial during green flag.
During green flag. No full screen commercial green flag. That's great because there's green flag commercials that do NASCAR routinely. It's all going to be side double box. I will be curious to see the double box. The fucking spacing better be equal. I'm sick of no gap on the left.
Is it like that on your phone too? Or is it just a TV issue for you?
On Fox?
Yeah.
Everything. There's no gap on the left, gap on the right. It's. And second, the other thing I'm cool with is a rapid recap that Prime is doing, where if you join back, they're going to have a recap that is less than
2 minutes.
No longer than 2 minutes that catches you up on all the action. So let's say you miss a little bit of race, you get home late, you get a little rapid recap. Prime does great with Thursday night football.
You're asking the wrong person.
I'm pretty sure. They do great with their stats and their analytics and stuff, and I'm sure they're going to keep rolling them into NASCAR. Obviously, I don't like how many broadcasters NASCAR has, but I like Prime, and I'm excited for this.
We also have over 70 cameras that'll be at every single race. So,
and if it's anything like NASCAR, NASCAR on or NFL, there'll be a couple broadcasts you can watch depending on what you want to see. Maybe one that's more analytical heavy, maybe one that's more driver eye heavy. Be curious to see how it all works. We won't know obviously until the Coke 600, but
we got Dale Jr. in the
Dale Jr. in the booth. Dale Jr. in the booth should be good. Very excited, but let's roll in Coke 600 predictions. I just wanted to cover that Prime stuff real quick.
And just real quick shout out, go check out our Indy 500 qualifying and predictions video because of course Coke 600 is the second half of the double. So so far looking at weather in Indianapolis looks like it should be good. Double should be on. So really excited to hopefully see that happen. But yeah, who do you have in P3, Ryan?
I got Josh Berry coming in P3 for the Coke 600.
I don't hate it. Bit of a wild take, but I don't hate it.
We're swinging today, fellas.
I'm swinging a little bit less. I got Seabell in third.
Seabell? Okay. I like it.
What about P2?
I got Chase Elliott coming in P2.
Okay.
I'm good
I
feeling about Chase
I
Elliott.
wouldn't hate if that happened.
Yeah,
It would be a solid points day.
yeah,
The only thing that Chase Elliott seems to know this season, solid points
yeah.
day.
It's all points there for Chase Elliott. Coming up short once again.
I think that with all the drama surrounding Penske right now, Austin Cindric's going to get a P2.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Well, actually, let's touch on
That'll
this
be
real
that'll
quick.
be released by the time this video is live. This will
Okay,
go
so let's
live
touch
on
on this
Thursday.
very briefly. Austin Cindric might not have a drive after this year.
Yep.
His father, Tim Cindric, has been fired from Penske. Um, really interesting developing story to see what happens with Austin Cindric.
Basically, Team Penske's IndyCar team modified a crash structure. IndyCar wasn't a fan of that. Roger Penske wasn't a fan that this is the second cheating scandal, and he has cleaned house basically on the IndyCar side. He fired Tim Cindric, who is the president. He also fired the general manager and the whatever is right below the general manager, team manager or something like that. But that is also the strategist for those are the strategists for all three of the Team Penske cars in IndyCar.
Yeah. But video live for that. But the only part important to NASCAR fans is Tim Cindric was fired.
Yeah.
And that affects Austin Cindric's seat because Austin Cindric only had a seat because of Tim Cindric.
Yeah, so might
be do or die time for Austin Cindric. We will see.
I mean, I feel like he's proven himself enough this season to get a ride with a lower tier team.
Yeah, not Penske though.
No, not Penske. There's no way in hell he should be with Penske. Who are we talking about now? That's going to open? No, we were talking about Toyota. Nope. Now, big baller move that Penske could do now is try to get Corey Heim out of that Toyota contract. If I'm Penske, I'm on the phone with Heim right now.
Could be something. Could be something. I don't know. Well, I will be very interested to see as
driver market's going to be crazy this season in NASCAR.
Yeah. But yeah. So that your P2, Austin Cindric.
Yeah, he's going to shut out all that noise around his dad and his seat now.
I would like that. I would like that for him. I would not mind that at all. I just realized I did 2 weeks in a row the same winner, and you're gonna be very upset about that. I wasn't supposed to do that, was I?
No, you weren't.
I got to pivot, motherfucker. All right. On the spot prediction. I've had Seabell winning, but I just realized I had Seabell winning last week, so I can't do that with our rules of us doing this twice. I
was gonna have Denny win this week, but
I don't want Denny. I don't have Denny winning. You know what? Fuck it. Kyle Larson.
Oh.
Completes the double.
He'd be, I think, the first person to win a leg of the double.
I'm just going to throw it in there because I got nothing else right now.
I think he'd be the first person to win a leg of the double.
Nice.
Yeah,
wait, you know what? No. Fuck that. William Byron.
Oh, fuck you.
William Byron.
I have William Byron winning.
Fine.
No, it's fine. You can keep William Byron. He's been having a quiet bit of this season right now.
I know. I think it's William Byron time. I do. I'm backing up more time. I can't glaze Larson like that. That's your job, not mine.
I know.
William Byron.
Who do you have hitting the apex, though?
I got Denny Hamlin having a good race. Lord knows he needs it.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Lord knows he needs it. Good Lord, he's not been having a great time.
I've got Chase Elliott hitting the apex.
I obviously like that.
We both have good vibes for Chase Elliott this week.
He needs a good weekend. He needs a good weekend. I think he'll have it.
What about your miss the apex?
I don't know how we allow this. I have the whole team missing the apex. I think Spire is going to have a bad weekend.
Okay. I like it.
That's all my thoughts here.
It'll just be a vibes thing for Spire then.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, just like every single one. I think he's going to be a little exhausted after driving 500 miles at 225 miles an hour. I've got a Kyle Larson miss the apex again this week.
Wow. That's not a bad thought process.
I mean, dude's gonna be wrestling an IndyCar for 500 miles, hopefully.
Yeah.
I want to see him get the whole 1100, so I don't want him to wreck out of the race or anything. Just a nice midfield finish.
Yeah. Nice.
And now I think the all-important question for the Coke 600 and everything around it: will Kyle Larson finish the double?
I think so. I think he will.
Yeah, I think that I think the weather will hold. Now, Charlotte weather is looking a little sketchy, which could, in theory, help him because it looks like it might be rain hitting right around green flag. So that could also help him a little bit. My weather nerd has been coming out.
Is it still a double if it gets delayed a whole another day?
No.
So
if it gets delayed, I'm not counting it as a double.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yep. It has to be green flagged and run for the entire length, and the green flag has to fall the day that the Indy 500 was raced.
Yep. Okay.
Doesn't matter if it finishes at 2 in the morning, in my opinion, but as long as that green flag falls before midnight, we're good.
Yep. All right. Well, that is our Coke 600 predictions.
Got a little bit heated on the podcast today.
Almost lost my cool there, guys. Almost lost my cool. But yeah, a lot of content this week coming out, especially on the IndyCar side with big drama. Check that out. Multiple videos live at this exact moment. F1 video this week. No IMSA. We'll have IMSA next week. But yeah, like, subscribe. Let us know what kind of content you're looking for.
Yeah, and let us know also who you think's going to take Austin Cindric's drive at Penske.
Yeah, if you think he'll hold it somehow. Yeah. Who knows? You never know.
Maybe he'll prove it, go on a winning streak, and win the championship.
We'll never know. Anything's possible in the fucked up gimmicky playoff system.
Yep.
Fuck
especially,
you, Joey Logano.
It's a Phoenix finale this year.
Yep. Well, yeah, it is a fucking Phoenix finale.
Yep. We have to wait until next year for a Kyle Larson championship. Everyone have a great rest of your weekend. Got a ton of racing this weekend. Monaco, Indy 500, and Coke 600.
It'll be a great weekend. Enjoy yourself. Be safe.
Hopefully we'll be watching the Coke 600, depending on how bad cell reception is in Indianapolis when there's 350,000 people at the Speedway.
Horribly horrible.
Yes, sir. Everyone have a great weekend.
Peace.